This will be I believe, the last assignment for this house project on SketchUp, and what we're going to do today is we are going to draw a front door. So the front door is going to be a series of rectangles, and we'll use the offset and we'll push them and pull them back, and then we'll paint the door with some either wood or some color. And there you go. I'm going to get this. So I'm going to do mine here. You can pick any side of your house to do this on. But we're going to start with a rectangle. And you're going to put the rectangle, I'm going to let you decide where you want your door on your house. So you're going to start with a rectangle. And your rectangle is not going to be in the corner of a wall. So you're going to pick, you can have an unbalanced wall, put it a little to the side, or you can have a balanced wall and put it in the middle. But what you want to do is just drag a rectangle out, and you're going to type in 46 inches, which is the quotation mark, and then comma, because it's 2 dimensions, and then 83 inches, and hit enter. So this is going to be the frame and the door. So a door has trim around it. And we're going to start by going over to the push-pull tool and changing it to offset. And then you click in the rectangle that you just made, and you're going to type in let's just do a 1-inch trim. So 1 inch, quotation mark, enter. So there you go. That's going to be one type of trim. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to make this a 4-inch trim. Alright, and I want to take, and I'm going to show you a little trick here. This is the bottom of our door, so I use the move tool, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see this, and I'm going to grab that midpoint, and I'm going to drag this straight down to that line. So this is our door, this is our trim. Now, before we go any farther, let's rotate this a little to see it at an angle. So the narrow trim is going to come out. We're going to push it out or pull it out. We're going to pull it out. I need to get right in on that. It's important to get right in the right spot. See, right now I got the wall I don't want. So I'm going to pull that back. There it is. Alright. And I'm going to pull that out 1.5 inches. Alright. Now this one, I'm going to pull out 1 inch. So if you look at this now, you'll see that I can figure out how to zoom, right? Now that's the doors in here, and this is actually the house trim. So let's draw our door inside of there now. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with some lines. And I'm going to not make this measurement specific, but you should make it look like this. So we're going to draw some lines. And I'm going to come up, notice that that's the midpoint. Let's start at the midpoint. And we'll draw a line straight across. It should be green like that. And then we're going to come up a little bit more. And we're going to draw another parallel line there. This is going to be wood panels at the bottom, and we're going to do glass at the top. So when you have a front door, it's interesting, you know, do you want a solid door for security? It's harder to break into, or do you want glass so you can have some natural light come in through the door and see outside the door? You have to consider those things when you put a front door in. So here we go. We're going to draw the top part of the door now. So this is the midpoint, and I'm just going to draw a line straight up there. and then I'm going to find this midpoint, and I'm going to draw a line straight over to there, and I want to find the midpoint on the bottom and draw a line straight down to there. Okay. So we're going to put windows here and here and here, and these are going to have wood panels, and I want to have frames around all of that. So I'm going to use the offset tool, and you bring your offset tool over and you click on the rectangle and type in the dimension 1.5 inches and hit enter. Go to the next one, 1.5 inches and hit enter. Next one, and do 1.5 inches and hit enter. The next one, and do 1.5 inches and hit enter. Now we did this, where did we do this? We did it, oh, on windows that we did on the other side. Now notice that when you go over this, this whole thing is polka dotted, which is a problem because I want to separate it. So the way I'm going to try to separate that is I'm going to go and put some rectangles on both of these pieces just to make sure it's two different things and not one. I don't know what that is, but I'll do it later. Okay, so now I can go back to my offset tool, and hopefully, can I get this to work? This is where I always have trouble. So this is highlighted out here. I know that's a problem, so I'm going to try. There we go. Okay, I got that highlighted. Now I can go to the offset tool and go over that and type in 1.5 inches and then click on this one. Nope, it's not going to work. Something about the program gets weird here. There we go. I had to hit the select tool and select that, and now I can go over here and do 1.5 inches and hit enter, and I notice that my other one is not there now. Let me see if I can try that again. Some things aren't easy, are they? Let's see if this works. Yes. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is push these back a bit. Alright, let's start with these down here. Can we click on this? That's not really what I want. Let me undo that. Go back. Alright, so I'm going to click this and now get that. And I want to push that in maybe 1/4 of an inch. So that's 0.25 inches. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. So it's acting a little funny. I'm going to click that, and you know what I think I did? I think I did an offset there instead of pushing it in like I wanted to. So I'm gonna have to back up. So that's a problem. Okay, bear with me, folks. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. All right, let's try this again. First, I'm going to select this, then I'm going to push it back. 0.25 inches. Enter. I can't even tell if it worked. Oh, SketchUp. Why you got to be like this? So much for a great video. Let's see how this goes. Maybe I should just work on the top part for right now. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try something. I'm going to, instead of pushing that, I'm going to pull this out 0.25 inches. That's good. That works. 0.25 inches. So that just sets that panel off a little bit from the frame. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I just screwed up and moved the wrong thing again. Alright, 0.25 inches. Alright, so I want to come up here. Let's see if I have a little better luck with the top part. So I am going to click on the glass and I'm going to push it in. How about 0.75 inches? Push it in 0.75 inches. Push it in 0.75 inches and 0.75 inches. Alright, so these are all pushed in a little bit. And I'd also like to push the frames in a little bit, but not as much. So I'm going to do 0.25 inches. That didn't seem to work. Let's see. Try it again. 0.25 inches. That worked. And then you could do that, because I'm just going to grab those edges instead of trying to do the measurement. Alright, so now this is all inset a little bit. That's good. You can see it's inset here at this edge, and it's inset. That's just to give you a little definition. Okay, so the last thing to draw would be a doorknob. And if you go to your circle tool, you can put your doorknob over here somewhere and click and drag out and type in 2 inches. Pretty big doorknob, but you can make it smaller if you'd like. And then I'm going to click on that and pull it out an inch. And looking at this, I can tell I got a little problem where it's doing 2 parts, and I'm going to pull this one out even with that. And I could get rid of this line, but I think when I paint it, it'll be okay. So let's look at the painting of things. So we're going to do the paint bucket, and I'm going to pick, for my doorknob, I'm going to pick this metal mirror color and put it in there. I think that works. Alright, now you got choices for your door. Let's start with the glass. So we can do the glass. Alright, and then you can make your door a color, or you can make your door stone if you wanted, or you can make your door wood. The wood's kind of weird looking. I'm not a big fan of the wood, so I'm gonna go with this green.